Lesson 7 Final Output. Welcome to the final output. In this video, we will talk about rendering and its final output. Once we finalize our animations within Keyshot, we can create high quality output. To render our animation, we will hit the render button and instead of selecting still image, select animation as your output. We can define the quality presets of our animation by either selecting one of the presets in the drop-down menu or manually typing the values in. If we want to render only a specific portion of our animation, we can do that by selecting a specific frame range or by using our work area from the timeline. These blue flags designate our work area and we can adjust them as needed. We can also see the number of frames that need to be rendered. That is dictated by the total animation length in the frames per second. For example, a 10-second animation at 30 frames per second will give us total of 300 frames. You can adjust your frames per second in the timeline. When all the frames have been rendered, Keyshot can format them in AVI, QuickTime, or Flash videos. AVIs have better support on Windows, while QuickTime has better support on Macs. If you specify a folder to save Keyshot, you will also save all individual frames in that folder so that you can edit it for later use. This is a great option so that you can later encode them in other formats in other third-party video softwares. Multiple image types are supported and can be activated from the drop-down menu. You can also define the number of cores that Keyshot uses to process the frames. For quality settings, it is important to make sure that all frames are individually rendered. Setting your quality very high can greatly impact your render time for long animations. So it is best to render out a single frame to judge the time it is going to take for the whole video to render at acceptable quality. For more knowledge on Keyshot settings, the Keyshot Manual has in-depth knowledge for using the advanced control, maximum time and maximum sample settings. You can access the manual under the Help menu. Navigate to the manual and then navigate to render options, then quality, and get detailed explanations of each. Under your Settings tab, you also have the option to enable motion blur. Here you can see that the manual has opened up. As I said earlier, you can navigate to the rendering options, then quality to get detailed explanations of each. As I was talking about motion blur, this will create more realism by slightly blurring the movement in the parts in the render video. Now when we press render keyshot, when we press render, Keyshot will render the video according to the presets we have set.